You know that one person who stays completely calm while the world burns around them? The one sipping coffee during a total crisis like it's just another quiet Tuesday morning. While everyone else is screaming, running, and losing their minds, they just stand there, breathing slowly. It's almost creepy, isn't it? You watch them and wonder if they're a genius, a robot, or secretly terrifying. Here's what nobody tells you. Not all calm people are calm for the exact same reason. Some are masking pure terror, but others have a mind that works completely differently when chaos strikes. Understanding how their brain processes panic might just change how you view your own stress forever. When a sudden crisis hits, your brain's alarm system, the amygdala, triggers a rapid surge of adrenaline and cortisol. This is the classic fight-or-flight response, designed to prioritize immediate survival over slow, deliberate logic. For most people, this flood of stress hormones temporarily offline blocks the prefrontal cortex, leading to frantic panic. However, research in neurobiology shows that individuals who remain cool exhibit high prefrontal executive control. Instead of allowing the amygdala to hijack their thoughts, their brain instantly routes the threat through top-down cognitive inhibition. They experience the physiological shock, but their neural circuits instantly suppress the emotional spike. This allows them to maintain access to working memory, spatial awareness, and analytical problem-solving right when chaos peaks. Imagine a crowded highway at midnight during a sudden torrential rainstorm. Hydroplaning cars, screeching brakes, and blinding headlights flashing across the black pavement. Inside one car, 3 people are screaming, clutching the dashboard and praying out loud. The driver doesn't say a single word. Hands firmly at 10 and 2, eyes tracking every slide, foot lightly feathering the brake. To everyone inside, the driver looks completely cold and unfazed. But on the inside, their heart is hammering against their ribs like a trapped bird. They aren't immune to fear. They've simply made a subconscious agreement with themselves. They will survive first and let the shock hit them much later tonight. Psychologist Richard Lazarus developed the transactional model of stress, which explains how we perceive threats. When chaos occurs, your brain instantly performs a primary appraisal. Is this situation dangerous? Then it immediately follows with a secondary appraisal. Do I have the personal resources to handle this? People who panic answer no to that secondary question, feeling completely overwhelmed by the situation. People who stay calm have built higher self-efficacy, often through a mechanism called stress inoculation. Because they have repeatedly faced past discomforts, their nervous system recognizes high-pressure environments as familiar. Instead of interpreting a racing heart as fatal danger, their brain reframes the arousal purely as useful energy. This cognitive shift transforms paralyzing panic into sharp, laser-focused operational clarity. Here is the uncomfortable truth that society rarely talks about when praising cool-headed people. Sometimes extreme composure isn't a sign of mental strength at all. It's emotional dissociation. When someone experiences overwhelming trauma early in life, their nervous system learns a silent defense mechanism. If screaming or fighting didn't keep them safe, their brain adapted by shutting off emotional responses entirely. They don't panic during a crisis because they've effectively unplugged their feelings from their conscious mind. From the outside, they look like an unshakable pillar of strength and stability. On the inside, they are floating miles away, completely disconnected from their own body just to stay safe. In personality psychology, Julian Rotter introduced the concept known as locus of control. Panicking individuals typically exhibit an external locus, believing outside forces completely dictate their emotional state and safety. Unshakable individuals operate from a strong internal locus, recognizing that while external events are uncontrollable, internal responses are entirely choice-driven. Additionally, they utilize a cognitive strategy called self-distancing, mentally stepping outside of themselves during high-stakes situations. Research demonstrates that observing a crisis in the third person shifts activity away from emotional centers toward problem-solving networks. By decoupling their personal identity from the immediate outcome, they remove the existential fear of failure. They are no longer drowning inside the emergency. They're simply an objective strategist analyzing a complex puzzle. At the end of the day, true calmness isn't about feeling zero fear. It's about what you choose to do with that fear when it arrives. Whether you're the strategist running quiet simulations or the survivor whose armor was forged in past fires, your ability to stand firm in the middle of chaos is a remarkable psychological superpower. You aren't broken, cold, or emotionless just because you don't scream when the world falls apart. You are simply the anchor, keeping everyone else grounded when the storm rolls in. Which type of calm mind are you carrying around inside? Drop a comment below and make sure to subscribe for more simple, powerful psychology breakdowns.